Hey guys, how is everybody? Jen, are you coming up?
As soon as you throw me a link.
Hello, Miss Robin's Egg. Miss Macy. Marcy, sorry, Marcy. Remember, guys, I don't have my glasses. It's in, Jen.
Okay, got it. All right, I'm hanging up now.
All righty.
Bye.
Bye. Hello, Shalima. Guys, it's going to sound like there's an echo or something in here, but it's because because I'm in the motel room. I've noticed in the videos it sounds different. Oh, wow. Missing. I don't know if I can say I like your name, but it's an interesting name. Mr. Owl, hello. I don't know if I can say I like your name. Hello, Burlington. Welcome all the new people.
Okay, you saw my face. Now I'm going away.
Jen?
Yeah, I'm here.
Your face has been showing.
Well, it's gone now except my thumbnail.
Right. Hello, Zero. How is everybody today? I got one question to start this off, and we're not really going to get into the discussions just yet, but hello, Mamacita. I got one question. What about that Jody Sue? What about her? I almost did a video, guys, a little short video that said the title was going to be, what about that Jody Sue? And then you know what I was going to say? What about that Jody Sue? And that's it. That was going to be the whole entire video. Because, I mean, that says it all, does it not?
It would definitely work because everybody would agree with you. What about Jody Sue? She's bat crap crazy.
Right. There we go. Marcy agrees with you. She's nuts.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, Ray Law. We're going to give it a few minutes, guys. And before we get started.
Okay, while we're giving it a few minutes, everybody that's already in here, please remember to hit the thumbs up and share and keep Nana on the algorithm.
Yes, please, guys. And anytime you're watching the videos, please watch them all the way through. That really helps too. Missing says, what is happening with her? I've stopped watching her. Well, honey, I didn't stop watching her. I've never watched her. I think I've tried to watch her a couple of times. But today, well, first of all, last night, she came out with a video or a live stream, and a bunch of people clipped it and did videos about it. But, and this is paraphrasing, okay, allegedly, all that good stuff. But she basically said she did not mention donwells last night. She said that Andy Bernard and Candus, that Andy was selling stuff to the children at 110 Ben Hill Road, and that also stuff was being sold to Candus at 110 for the children at 110, and that there were certain items that wasn't just the green that was being sold that would make the baby sleepy all the time like she was, and that would cause girls to be not as, what would you call that, Jen? Resistant,
feisty.
Now that's alleged. That's what she said.
Their oomph to fight back.
Now those videos are still out there, But the one that came out today, I personally did not hear it. The live that she put out today, from what I could see, it was like 4 hours long. But it was told to me by another YouTuber that she said that DNC red rummed the baby. But then she dirty deleted it as I was trying to find where she said that, so that I would know for a fact what was said and I could discuss it. Burlington, I give you mad credit. I have a hard time even watching clips with her. Oh, yeah, Burlington, if you watch her, honey, I give you kudos. Because I almost did a video today wondering, is this woman the Queen of Sheba? Because all she does is get on there, she'll say 3 words, and she sits there and turns her face to different profiles like she's getting her picture done, and moves her hands, and smokes her cigarettes, and stares at the camera, and turns her head. Oh, my Jesus. That is so annoying, and never says a word.
For somebody that has cancer or has had cancer, she sure smokes a lot.
I'm not trying to bash somebody. I'm just saying this woman is not as gorgeous as she seems to think she is. Hello, Missy Jessie. Glad to see you here, hon. Evening to allow you from Worcester in the UK, where it rarely stops raining. Well, honey, it is actually pouring down the rain right this second. It was sprinkling a minute ago, but it's pouring down, and hello to you, and I'm so happy you're here. Yes, narcissistic. Yes.
Very much so. But you got to think, she probably is cream of the crop on Ben Hill.
Right.
We've seen what other women on Ben Hill look like, so compared to that one in particular, Jody
James that said that? Yeah, James said that. Hello, Selena.
Hi, Selena.
This is no filter, Selena.
No filter, Jen. Either one.
Oh, yeah. Hello, Grace. Hello, everybody. I'm sorry, guys, that I had to start out with that, but that has just been running all over me today. Because I literally sat here for an hour and a half trying to find that one section in that 4-hour long live where she says that. So, like I said, I would know exactly what was said, but I could never find it. And by the time I got a hold of Jen to help me look, it was deleted. She looks like a chicken's butt.
Yep, Nana got impatient with me today with needing help with that because I had other crazy things going on here. It's just been a crazy day all around between YouTube and neighbors and so what do you think? What do you think that means, Nana?
What?
Won't you usually get like way more time if the U.S. Marshals are coming in and hauling you out?
Oh yeah, I'm positive.
Been trying to get a hold of my brother-in-law and see if he can come up with anything. See if word traveled down through the grapevine.
Yeah.
But you know, when you're
go ahead.
When you're blocked from your driveway and you think it's an accident, you get up close enough and you've got unmarked, then I think there's 3 or 4 regular police cars and then the U.S. Marshals, and they one's walking through the yards carrying an AR, the rest of them have riot shields. It's like, oh shit.
Hi Charlie. Hey guys, nobody, well, I don't guess you ever show up as mods on here, do you?
Hi Charlie.
Remain Calm says, I'm so glad to be here. Have spent 3 days with my 9-year-old granddaughter, and I love her to the moon and back. But I need some adult conversation. I don't blame you, sweetheart.
That's funny because that is my 8-year-old granddaughter's favorite saying. She leaves and tell her, love you, bug. And she says, moon back, kid. She's had her doing that from the time she was able to talk. Moon back, kid.
See, Corey seen the live, but she didn't see the whole thing.
I don't blame her at
Hi,
all.
Amanda. It's bedtime in South Africa, so I'll catch up in the morning. God bless you all. Well, God bless you, Barbara. Thank you for stopping by and saying hello, sweetheart.
Good
All the
night,
way
Barbara.
from South Africa. That is so sweet. I don't know what I was going to say, but it's still odd to me that I can get to talk to people from all over the world, guys.
It's amazing the people you reach around the world.
Well, see, I don't know how other people feel, how other YouTubers feel, but I know that some people feel like, oh, it's just a joy to get to talk to the host on a YouTube channel. To me, it's the pleasure is mine that I get to speak to everybody from all over the world. And I still get starstruck from it, I guess.
Well,
Tina, huh?
if it weren't for YouTube, you and I never would have even met.
Right.
And I'm only a few states away.
Which Tina are we? Oh, hello, Tina Burglar. Bulger. I can't pronounce it right, sweetheart. Sorry.
Jory, you're not late. We just started, honey.
Who?
Jory Rosenfield.
Oh, hello, hon. Hello to all the new people coming in. I'm so glad to see you all here. We were just getting started. We were just chit-chatting about what about that Jody Sue? Oh, do y'all hear that? Thank you, Burlington.
Is that the rain hitting your door?
No, honey, that's thunder. You found pictures from C's social media and two mystery children. Baby, who are they? Oh, I don't know. Could you email them to me and I'll see if I can't find out? I looked through one of her accounts that I could find, and I got all the pictures off of it that I could, and I never seen a baby. Okay, Grace, you'll be right back.
We'll be here.
One is a dark-haired baby girl aged 6 to 9 months. Oh, wow.
Yeah, I've gone through, I think, all of her social medias and I may have seen something like that, but may have not paid attention to it at the time.
Right.
Or I might have completely missed it.
I want to point something out, and I don't remember exactly if I was asked to just let it drop or it didn't matter, but I do want to say something. There is a YouTuber who lives down in Florida. Some of you may already have heard about it. Some of you may not have. His name is Doug, live from Newport, Florida. And he evidently has heart problems and a defibrillator. And he was attacked the 25th by another YouTuber.
I heard something about that today, but I was doing laundry and whatnot, so I didn't get to watch whoever put it up.
Right. Robin's Egg asked, nobody special. Do they look like C? If she gave up kids, she would get update pics annually from CPS. I don't think any of her kids are dark-headed. Well, I don't know. I can't say that. I guess Candace Floden is dark-headed, isn't she?
Somewhat, yeah. I mean, not like dark, but darker.
JSB kind of showed that she was giving as much DV as her ex. True. I don't know whether to believe what she said today or last night or not. I don't think anybody should put too much. I mean, I think the law enforcement should check into it, yes, but I don't know if we should give her, any credence for what she said, because if y'all will recall, she was doing it as she caught, from what I can understand. Andy had went on panel on somebody else's channel and was talking, and she got mad about it. And that's when she came out last night with all this stuff about him and Candace giving the kids stuff.
And I'm
And
sorry,
then
I'm
go
sorry,
ahead.
go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
My opinion, I do not believe for even 2 seconds that she is a DV victim or an SA victim. I've been in DV relationships, and you do not come at your attacker like that. She went to that live stream. You know, she broke whatever no contact order that they have by going in there to talk to him. And if she's a domestic violence survivor, you don't, go at your attacker in another group.
Remain Calm said, so sad people didn't realize how dangerous being a YouTuber is. That's why Nana doesn't talk about other creators in bad light. Exactly, Remain Calm. That's exactly it. I do not want the drama, nor do I need the drama brought upon. Not that I'm so much worried about me, but as far as anybody that's around me or connected to me. Someone in Doug's family said he's awake, so prayers. That is awesome, Jared. Yes, please, everybody say prayers for him. I had never heard of his channel until today. When someone emailed me and was telling me, I thought they were talking about Doug Hutton.
No, I followed that Doug live from Northport with
Yeah,
the Brian and Gabby thing. So, and yeah, he does have heart problems and everything else.
right. Ask Grandus what she used mandrake root for. I didn't think there was actually a mandrake root. Is that a real thing?
I've never heard of it.
You've heard of it if you've ever watched Harry Potter.
I have never watched Harry Potter.
Oh well, mandrake root is the roots, the plants that they jerk up out of the soil, and the plants start screaming and flinging their arms and stuff around, and they scream until you put them back in the dirt.
Yeah, I was never a Harry Potter fan.
Well, I had, a house full of kids. So remain calm. I have always said someone's going to get hurt with all the hate and bullying. Exactly. And that brings me to my next rant before we actually get started on the summer stuff. And that is the I don't know how you all feel about a certain subject. And to be honest, I really don't care how anybody feels about it. I know how I feel, and I know what me and the good Lord, have between us about this subject. But I'm telling you right now, there's been a lot of interviews lately about a certain young man who is 19 years old who is missing. He is a child. He may not be a little child, but he is a child. He is someone's child. And let me tell you something, it don't diddly matter whether this boy is or is not gay. It does not matter how many people in that town is gay or not. And it really don't even matter how many people in that town is registered or not. This child is missing. People need to worry about him being missing and trying to find him and not spreading damn rumors or gossiping about how many people are gay in that town. And that has really totally ticked me off. He is a child, a big child, but he's still somebody's child. And he is still missing. And all these rumors and gossiping, and the guy that is spreading it, whether it's true or whether it's not, it don't matter. That man should have his license taken from him for doing what he is doing and spreading the rumors and the whatever all over YouTube. That's just my opinion. He's spreading hate is all he is doing. Oh, I'm sorry, guys, but I had to get that off my chest. I mean, he's a kid. He's almost the same age as my oldest grandchild.
And like you said, a big kid, but still somebody's kid.
Comment. Yeah, everybody, I will start saying this seriously. If you have a question, put a Q. If you have a comment, put a C. If you just want to scream, put a big old S there and you can scream and then it'll be fine, okay? His family's religion also does not believe in that, so people need to quit saying that even if it's true. They should stop talking about it because it doesn't matter. I mean, that's why they should stop. It doesn't matter. I mean, I agree with you, remain calm. I'm not saying I don't. I'm just saying it doesn't matter whether he is or whether he isn't. I mean, if the boy cut his arm on a tractor out here on that farm and almost cut his arm off and they went to the hospital before they sew his arm up, or they're not going to sit there and discuss whether or not he's gay. So why does it matter whether he is, when you're trying to find him or locate him or figure out what happened to him? I understand people, if the kid was 15, 12, 10, worrying about how many registered people there were in that town. This is a young man who had obviously lived there for a couple of years, that obviously knew some of his neighbors.
Yeah, he had been there long enough. He was familiar with his surroundings.
It's not like people are going to finagle him into coming over to their place and here, have a soda and be able to slip him something. Come on. Hello, Stay Tiger. Glad to see you here, hon. And I apologize if there's a few people in here that are fans of that person that's been out here saying that. But, honey, I'd tell him the same thing if he was to come on my panel. I'm very protective of my children, and that being one of my children's lifestyles, it's ridiculous for people to go after people just because of their sexual orientation. And I truly believe that that person is a homophobe just by what he says. I agree. I think know who talking about. Is he from Utah and a farmer? The boy is, yes, not the person I'm talking about. The person that's going out here from channel to channel to channel, telling everything he knows that he dug up on the family. Now tell me, who would want to hire somebody that goes out here and spills every bit of information that they ever found out? Why would you want to hire somebody like that? And really, all Dylan did was work on the farm. He worked hard. Right. And even if he didn't, he's a teenager. They're allowed to have a life. They're allowed to get crazy sometimes. That's what teenagers do. Please, somebody raise your hand if you were raised and you never drank a beer, never smoked weed, never done anything you weren't supposed to do, and only worked your entire life through your teenage years into your 20s. Please, somebody put a 1 in the chat if you led that kind of life and you never did anything you weren't supposed to do.
Anyone, because it certainly isn't me.
The PI has never even gone to the town or Dylan's farm, talked to locals face to face. He is out of state and just doing it for the... Exactly, I believe it. No, I don't see any 1s in here, guys. Please, somebody. Well, I definitely can't put a 1 in there.
No. I'd be going straight to hell if I put a 1 in there.
Exactly. So what does it matter what kind of lifestyle, whether he was a good kid or a bad kid, gay or straight?
It doesn't.
He's a kid and he needs help.
Somebody's sexual orientation should not come into play in a situation like this.
You forgot the question. if you led a straight life and never did anything you weren't supposed to do, remain calm. You never drank. Oh, remain calm. I see what you did now. Put a 1 in the chat. Yeah, ma'am. You forget. Me and you've talked on the phone, lady. You best be putting 2 and 3 in there behind that 1. Exactly, Charlie K. He's missing. They think he's missing. They haven't found his body yet. Right. And I mean, I understand if that guy actually had good intentions on no thanks the other night when he came out with that picture, but I mean anybody could look at that picture and tell that was not him. I don't. There you go. There you go. Remain calm. That looks a little bit better, sweetheart.
I did see something interesting on one of our other favorite YouTubers channels yesterday. You know, the one that John Davis accused us of being in the fan club.
No.
He was back home, and they are excavating a property of a man who is alleged or supposedly just randomly
you got me curious. Who are you talking about?
Who did John Davis tell us we were the biggest fans in his fan club the other day?
I don't have a clue. I'm old.
I will text it to you.
Okay.
I mean, not that I'm hiding it. I'm sure other people probably know who I'm talking about, but
I've always have said, glad there weren't cell phones then. Way too much fun I caught in those days. Exactly, sweetheart. I agree 100%. You are so right. His sexuality has nothing to do with his right and need to be looked for and found. He's not much more than a boy.
Jennifer, no filter.
And by all counts, he had dreamed to work hard and make himself a life. Exactly.
And for as young as he is, and he was doing all of that.
Oh, yeah, okay. I forgot. I don't know why I forgot about him. Why did you not say that out loud?
Well, because I wouldn't want anybody to come at you for thinking that we're talking shit for me saying something about what I saw on his channel.
Oh, okay. Go ahead. Now it makes sense.
He put a video out there excavating a property in Florida. Yeah. I forget exactly what area, but supposedly some guy red rummed a bunch of girls between the 70s and 80s, and CSI got a tip down there, or whatever form of law enforcement, bigger law enforcement they use, and they started excavating the property looking for all these bodies.
So are they finding anything?
The couple minutes that I watched of that, there had been nothing found. He had been there all day, but they had said that they were going to be there all day, late into the evening yesterday, and coming back today. So everything they're digging up, they have to sift through. Because mind you, this wasn't anything recent. This is from 70s and 80s.
Right. Corey says the only way it should be mentioned is to look at that community for answers or possibilities. I agree. I mean, I'm not saying that it shouldn't be discussed, but not the way that everybody is discussing it right now, not in the context they're putting it in. The show that I watched the other day, that was such a huge deal. Who wasn't, who was registered, who wasn't. Yes, and when I went back a while back in a video, and I was looking at all the surrounding towns around Rogersville and stuff, and I was just totally amazed at how many registered people are in each town and stuff. Well, in this little town of Lucin, there are 200 people. 200. And 74 of them are registered.
Sandra, yes. Did they find the 3 bodies that they were originally looking for? See, Sandra knows who I'm talking about.
Right. But 74 people out of 200 is a very high number. It's very shocking.
Yes, it is.
What really? They are registered. They are not serial. There's a difference. Can't they get that? If it was 74 serials that lived in that town, then it would probably be a problem about where the boy went or what happened to him. I'm sorry, folks. I get mad sometimes. These are kids. Charlie, come on, 274. That's a high number. That's almost 50% of the town. Now,
Mm-hmm.
you want to talk about a Craigslist notification, Jen. That town's got a Craigslist. You know, you know what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Notice saying, "We live here. Come on down."
Yep, your kind is welcome here.
How long you all going to be here? Family coming down here? Honey, I probably a few hours, couple hours, anywhere from 2 to 3, unless something major happens, and then we go longer.
You know, one of us goes off on a tangent about something or other.
Or we have a special person that comes and jumps online, or well, I
Yep.
won't say. I will say. I sort of say I won't say special, but I will say special because anybody that comes to an honest place and gets online or is in the chat are all special to me.
Everybody's special.
On panel, you know what I meant.
On
Lincoln
panel
Park,
and in the chat.
yeah. Lincoln Park, Michigan, 2004. Young man left his restaurant job at night, called his mother to see if his baby needed diapers, never seen again. That's sad. We love you too, Grace. We'll see you when you get back, babe.
Yep, I'm not going anywhere. Obviously, I'm feeling better today and more with it. So you're stuck with me.
What are we discussing, Charlie K? Are you trying to figure out who Jen was talking about? If you were, it's just JLR.
I didn't want to say his name out loud because I wouldn't want anybody to come back on Nana thinking that we're talking shit.
No, I don't bash people. I do bash beauty queens who think they are the dang Queen of Sheba, but I don't bash creators.
You mean beauty queens that think they're beauty queens that
Yeah.
really aren't? Okay, Nana, I will be right back. Got to run to the kitchen for a smoke.
Well, people are art legend in their own mind, you know. That does happen. Okay, guys, when Jen gets back, we're going to actually jump on topic. Which, you know, everything, it can be anything from summer to the price of eggs. Or the price of gas for these days. Right, nothing bad's being said about JLR. Charlie K, I bet you are a beauty queen, sweetheart. You're going to have to put on your Cinderella dress one day and send us a pic.
Thank you. Okay, I'm back.
Sunset says she's got a tiara, Charlie K, that you can use. Thank me for what, sweetheart?
I got a tiara for Bug.
Okay, you back, Jen?
Yes, ma'am.
Crystal's walking and listening. I need to be. Okay, subject at hand. I hope all is ready. Some may not like it. Some might. Miss Nana, how'd you go smooth? I hope. No, sweetheart, it did not. I was not able to get my RV started. Evidently, while it sat at my sister's, the fuel pump has went out on it. So even though we put tons of gas in it and had to jump it off because the battery went dead and got all that done, then it still wouldn't crank. And I wound up having to leave it at my sister's until I come up with the money to get a fuel pump to put back on it. And then I get to bring it down here. So I am at the motel, but I do not have all my stuff with me. I don't have any of my stuff with me except my TVs and my computers. I couldn't leave them. Got to have my electronics. I have to. And besides, they're easy to be took somewhere. You know what I mean? But thank you for asking, Stay Tiger. Prayers for Doug from Northport, who got jumped by another YouTuber. Yes, Rapunzel. I said that everybody should say a prayer for him. We were talking about him earlier. Yes, that is a bummer. That is a huge bummer, especially seeing how I do not know. I know stuff about cars. If it was an older car, I could probably fiddle with it and work on it and all that, but I know nothing about engines like that.
No, hell, if we were in Tennessee, my husband could have that fixed for you in less than an hour. And that's what he does. He's ASE certified mechanic.
Ah, well then you need to tell him what it's doing and have him tell me what's wrong with it.
And I told him that your fuel pump went. I'll have to have you on speakerphone one afternoon while he's actually sitting out here.
Right. Dosey says, is that Dorsey or Dosey? Dosey, I think. I believe they said sold summer in Gatlinburg or Pigeon Forge. You're welcome, Miss Nana. Got to check in on the little things too, you know. Yes, thank you, Stay Tiger. I almost wish, Stay Tiger, I almost wish you hadn't have emailed me with your correct name, because when I see that name, I in my brain I see your real name and I almost want to call you by it. But I'm watching myself. Charlie K love to agree and disagree and still give hugs. Oh. Guys, there's hello, Versi. There's a empty house over here next to where I'm staying right now. Y'all are not gonna believe this. I finally got a hold of trying to find out who owned the house. Had to call the real estate agent that used to own it. And he says, no, that I sold it. He said, but I can tell you where the guy lives. The guy lives in Rogersville. That owns it now. Isn't that weird? Of course, remain calm. I wish Charlie and Remain Calm would go get him a motel room or something. Every time I click on one of them, they're just talking to each other. They ain't even in the middle of the conversation. Aha, you're free to call me by my real name anytime you wish, Miss Nana. No doxing me. I don't hide. So I can call you by your first name if I accidentally do that, and it'll be okay. I hate doing that. I mean, I don't like telling nobody nothing.
Now, you had a hard time even calling me by my name at first.
Right.
You didn't want everybody else to know it unless I was okay with it.
Right. Anyways, guys, getting on to the topic. Like I said, I don't know who's going to like it and who ain't. And I do not want anything said specifically about children, okay? But what if? What if, guys? I mean, how do we know what may or may not have happened? Obviously, bashing these parents, which don't start going off and calling me a Wells supporter, okay? But bashing these parents for the past year that we have done has not gotten us any closer to finding Summer. The law is not paying any more attention to them. The law is not taking them in for questioning or anything else. So do you think maybe the law knows something that we don't know? If the law knows something that we don't know, would they announce anything to do with a minor to the public? I don't believe they would.
Mm-mm. I feel my personal stance on that is we have all become judge, jury, and executioner as far as the wells. And please don't anybody take me for a Wells sympathizer, because I'm far from it. I see all the signs and I know in my heart what I think and what I feel. But we have all become judge, jury, and executioner and made these people guilty without anybody coming out and saying, hey, they're guilty, as far as law enforcement or anybody else. We have made them guilty because of what we see and what we feel. But to put it plainly, they are still human. They have not been charged with anything as of yet. So therefore, are we even really being fair by, I mean, yes, we're all allowed to have our feelings, and I don't judge anybody by how they feel about this case, because that's how they feel. Nobody's feelings are wrong. But therefore, I mean, Candace hasn't been charged with anything. Don hasn't been charged with anything as far as the kids. So in our minds, we have made them guilty without them being charged with anything to be guilty of.
Right. Simply because we don't know.
Right. But they are still human beings and deserve the same type of respect that you or any of us would get in the situation. Just my opinion.
Nyla says, I so agree. Poor Dylan's family's so-called PI is toxic. Yes.
Remain calm.
They must have all they need. Certainly creators took it to another level. Not all creators. Well, I hope you're not speaking of me, Sandra. I mean, it wouldn't matter if you were. It's okay. You're allowed to say whatever you feel in here. But I'm just saying, I know I've said how I feel and what I think, but I've tried not to bash anybody. I've tried not to put anybody's neck on the chopping block.
Okay, there it is. That's what I was just getting ready to read off to you.
Go ahead.
Comment from Remain Calm. She says, I think if that were the case and DW and CB took her body somewhere, Ellie definitely wouldn't say, especially with the boys being in state custody.
Right. Well, I'm just saying, does anybody have any thoughts on that? I mean, if you honestly think I'm wrong about, saying, hey, there's got to be something we're all missing, because obviously pretty much I'd say half the world is looking at this case. And if we're missing it, everybody is missing it. Yes, I did miss it. Somebody else called me up and said, hey, guess what she just said? And I went immediately. They said, back it up like 10 minutes from where it's at right now, and you'll catch it. And no, I never did. Izzy Rose, this is my opinion. I think Ronnie Lawson's protecting someone. Well, I think that's what we're all trying to say. And I'm not trying to say anything bad, guys. And I would not say it out loud. I'm just saying, perhaps we think somebody's protecting somebody here. Maybe that's, okay, let me try to explain what I'm saying. Picture yourself in that position. We'll use JonBenet Ramsey's case, okay? That one's safe to talk about. If you were the mom and dad and you learned that Burke had hurt JonBenet, you are distraught over JonBenet's passing. You are furious with anger and hatred at the moment at the son that did it. But at the same time, this son is still your child too. And you want to love and protect that child. You have so many emotions running through you at the moment. What can your body do but maybe freeze up and not show any emotion? Shut down. You don't know what to feel. You don't know what to say. All you know is to shut down and take the abuse. I'm just saying, hypothetically, allegedly, take the abuse that everybody's dealing out. Because imagine you're thinking that your child could be actually the one that's going through all this ridicule and shame and people dumping on them and calling them names. And would you want that for your child?
I
Even if
would personally take the abuse over my child having to take the abuse.
and I'm just saying this is a hypothetical situation that might be a possibility. And maybe that's why CPS hasn't called anybody in or made any charges. Maybe that's why Ellie hasn't done anything or took anybody in. Maybe they know this is a possibility and they're just waiting on somebody to admit it. And yes, well, what happened to the body? Well, as we know, and or should I say, the way that some of us feel in the Jean Benet Ramsey case, it would not be the first time a parent took a child and hit it and hollered abduction. Now, would it be? Just
Definitely not.
to try to cover the tracks of what may have happened.
Considering the facts of the John Bonet case, the cops had already looked in that basement and didn't see her, but dad goes down there for 2 minutes and all of a sudden finds her.
I could see covering for a very young child, but not like the Brian Laundrie case. Well,
No.
now I have to say there was a lot of comments on the video I did yesterday about that very thing about no, you've got to make your child. I taught my children to take responsibility for their actions, no matter what the actions. You deal with it, and then we'll deal with what happens after that. Yes, absolutely, 100%. But then again, you've got to imagine what kind of stress would you be going through if you found your child passed and you have another child who is probably more than likely hysterical, thinking the world is literally going to crash in on them. Your first, and maybe I'm wrong, but my first instinct would be to protect all of them. I'm just saying, it's a possibility, guys. And no, I'm not saying anybody did anything on purpose either. Please don't think that. I'm saying there could be an accident. Candace is back in the area. Jody Sue Brown is talking. Maybe Jody Sue is trying to get ahead of the news that is about to break. What she said about oldest boy and neighbor's daughter could be true. Right? I didn't hear that part zero.
Mm-hmm.
Darn it. I can't believe she deleted that.
And I don't watch her, so.
Well, I don't either because I can't sit there. I literally went over 30 minutes of video. I'm not joking. And she had one sentence come out of 30 minutes.
Well, no wonder why you're so exhausted today.
I feel like Jody Sue came out with all this bullshit because Andy has got another woman and she's jealous. She needs to be admitted to the mental hospital. I don't believe any of it. Why wait a year? Well, that's the thing about it. She's going to be regretting it because guess what? If she says she did say that she didn't know about it beforehand, but she found out about it shortly after Summer went missing. That
And
Andy supposedly
for a year.
That Andy supposedly knew about the baby getting diddled, about the drugs and all that, right? She found out about it right after that. But yet she sat on this information for a year. So if it is true what she's saying, her butt's going to jail too. By her own admission, she knew about it. By law, she was supposed to go to report it. Don B said he's seen Candace that it does. That is, does Don B live in? Yes, Don B lives in Tennessee. Yes, he
Hey,
used to live in Hawkins County, huh?
when Evil Entered says other channel screenshot the entire stream, it was heartbreaking. I wish I knew what other channels.
I would love to get. I would love to get a copy of that.
Please tell, because I would actually sit and watch that one.
She knew she had text between her and Andy prior to Summer going missing, right? Is there any way, when Evil entered, is there any way you could tell us who may have that? Wait a minute. There is no proof. Andy's hands are clean. She had a lot of detail about him, right? Trauma Mama. Janet's Trauma Mama. She might just come up missing by saying all of that. I don't believe anything she says. She is mad because Andy is done. Wasn't they on the hill for 3 hours when SW went missing? I don't know, honey, for sure. All that stuff is changed so many times, it's unreal. And I do believe she was mad, and that's the only reason she put that information out there. I truly do believe that, but that don't mean it's any less true. It just means she was mad and fed up and thought she was going to get away with saying it, and then thought better of it. That's why she deleted it. I think the grandmother, the main culprit for some reason. She left and she doesn't come forward.
My understanding, Grandus has every, I think, twice a year she goes to her sisters or whatever. But she had gone last summer earlier than she normally would.
Right.
So yeah, it's kind of sus, but
can you help me remember that? It says JLR Hammond Brothers. Please check. I will check, Andrea, I guess is how you pronounce it. I normally don't watch her, but he came up on my YouTube. Who? Krama Mama?
I did see JLR's video the other day about the Hammond brothers, and it is very disturbing.
Oh, Hammond, is that the one that tried to get the 12-year-old after Summer went missing?
Yeah.
Okay.
But Keith and I were talking about, and wouldn't that technically, wouldn't that be allegedly that he had tried to get that boy? I mean, the boy was out cutting the grass, right?
No, I think that was a fact. I think there was law involved in that, wasn't there?
Well, there was. But what I'm saying is he never got his hands on the boy, didn't try to coax him into the car. Where I'm going with this, though, is that what if the boy cutting the grass, what if a rock flew out from under the mower and hit this guy's car? And the guy was just pissed. I know that this dude that tried that has a past with that situation, but there's no proof that he actually tried to abduct the child.
Then why was the law involved? I thought he actually had his hands on the child and was getting the child.
No. Stopped. To my understanding, stopped and yelled, "Come here, boy." And the boy ran for the house, and dude followed him up to the house, but never physically had his hands on the boy.
Well, now, getting to Versy's comment, Versy, I can't. You sound like my sister. I'll just say that. She says I have sons, and I told their wives my sons do no wrong. I don't know. I'm more like my mom when it comes to that. Whichever one's in the wrong is the one that's going to get my hands put on them.
I don't know.
Whether
See,
it be my child or the other one.
I have told my daughter-in-law my son does no wrong.
Jody Sue Brown said AB sold drugs to Candace and children. Also, she said AB gave and D sedatives to knock no D's out to touch them. Right. The sedatives thing, yes. And other little girls that were over on the property. Two facts are that Candace got a call that someone was at her property to touch the kids, and Candace was in a hurry to get home. I still think those facts are important. Actually, that would sort of make sense where she was telling Hunter that he couldn't go home with her. There's must be a reason for that. Right. And we all thought it was strange that she would say it the way she said it with such sternness, you know?
But now with this new Jody Sue thing coming out about, you know, her man giving them whatever to knock the kids out, that would go back into the live we did the other night about any of the other children that could have possibly come into harm's way on that property.
I don't know. Tina says, are both Hammond brothers RSOs? Does anybody know? Because I do not know.
I think only the one is an RSO.
Remain Calm says they got him for entering the house and a couple of other things. Got who for entering the house? Remain Calm.
Tony Hammond, I'm assuming, because he's the one that tried. He went after the boy and went up to the house.
Yeah, Rebecca says
he into the house, but
Rebecca says he did go into the house.
Okay. But he never did physically have his hands on the child. So I guess my opinion, that would just be alleged that he was trying to abduct the child, even though he does have a history. But if he didn't physically get his hands on the child, how could they say it was an attempted abduction? Just because he pulled in the driveway and said, come here, boy?
I don't know, honey. Let's say Bug was standing out in your front yard and that man pulled up in your yard and said, hey, little girl, come here. What would you say he was doing?
Well, I would definitely be calling the cops and definitely say that there's somebody here, you know, trying to talk to my 8-year-old granddaughter, but I'm not going to accuse somebody of abduction if they didn't physically get their hands on my baby.
I don't know. Why are we talking about chasing truth? Is she in here? Did I miss her?
Did I miss her?
I don't know.
I don't see her.
And when Evil entered, said just T is RSO.
We haven't seen Tennessee Blonde in a while.
She's right there.
I know, that's why I just said that. We haven't seen her in a while. But here she is.
Tennessee Blonde, I think we have talked about how much we like her. How much we like who? Jody Sue?
Chasing.
Oh. Have we?
They might have in between them.
Maybe.
Are you okay, Mama?
Some things she has reported not saying anything bad. Oh, okay. Well, evidently you're discussing it. Okay. Jody Sue Brown knew AB was selling drugs to Wells last night. Confession. Right. That's the one I did keep, or I did see. She is my bestie. Chasing is? No, someone commented JSB and said chasing had said bad things about her. Oh, thank you for clearing that up, Tennessee Blonde. I was trying to figure out what was going on.
Thank you. I was trying to figure out what we missed.
All came out of Jody Sue Brown's mouth, her own words, right? Guys, I don't know if we're fussing, but please let's not do that. Chasing didn't, that's a lie. Chasing Truth was with Tiffany on the live with Jody Sue. Well,
Oh,
There's a lot of people, there's a lot of people and a lot of creators that go to different channels and socialize or listen in or comment to find out information. I'm not saying that's what was going on. I'm just saying everybody, we all were subs and viewers before we were creators, and you still have the people that you like listening to or watching, or you still have your friends that are out there, whether you agree with their opinion or you don't. Just like I can't say my subs can't go and sub to nobody else. That would be wrong. So you
that
can't
would be
expect
that would be like a dictatorship.
you can't expect creators to not go and watch the people that they watched before or since, for that matter. I didn't know, John Davis. I wasn't watching him before I became a creator. So, and I just love his show to death. Title of Jody Sue's video is, yeah, whatever. Okay, things got really quiet in here.
I'm just reading comments.
My mother said the neighbor gives her kids paregoric. They don't even prescribe that anymore. Not in the state of Tennessee. To get
I've never
things. Oh, it's straight opiate oil. A friend said his mother gave him paregoric as a drug. Paregoric is put into like stomach medicine, like Donagel for stomach cramps, stomach pains, and stuff. Back when my oldest son was a baby, some almost 40 years ago, they used to prescribe paregoric to parents who had children who either had stomach problems or that had teething problems, because you could take and rub it on their gums and it would stop it from hurting. It is a straight opioid. Drug addicts will take and drink it straight out of the bottle. It's a liquid.
You.
And it's the oil from a poppy plant. I mean, like, it's not like a hydrocodone or Darvocet or a Vicodin, or that's cut with Tylenol and stuff. Paregoric is the straight stuff that comes from the poppy plant that gives you the high and kills the pain.
How I used to just dip my finger in Jack Daniels and rub it on Brett's gums.
Well, but paregoric doesn't burn like alcohol does. But the reason that they stopped prescribing it in the state of Tennessee is because so many parents were giving it to their children to help them sleep or to make them sleep, that they were ODing their children. And that's why they stopped. Doctors will not write a prescription for it no more. I missed what you said about the Doug guy. What happened to him? I guess I missed out on what you said. He evidently was doing a live stream out somewhere in his neighborhood or a park, and he was attacked by another YouTuber. I'm not sure exactly what happened. I do have the article. I can pull it up and read it to you. But basically, he has a heart condition and he has a defibrillator, and now he is in ICU. And they're waiting to see if they have arrested the other person, and they're waiting to see how it turns out, to see if any more charges need to be pressed. I'm assuming if Doug was to pass, then they will press those charges against that person also. I just think it's horrible that people can't just treat other people the way they want to be treated. Why do they have to go out here and act this way and attack people and be physical and harm people? Or mentally, emotionally harm people, like in the Dylan Rounds case.
honestly, Doug from Northport, he doesn't do anything but drive around and talk.
Yes, please, everybody, please say an extra prayer for him. And please, everybody, please say an extra prayer for Amanda, Miss Daisy's niece. And may I put a suggestion out there? It's probably none of my business, but as a human being who thinks about her children, Amanda's children, if anybody has a notion to donate or give money in that situation in any type, form of at all, find a way to make sure that either Amanda or her children, one, get it. Donate it straight to her, not anyone else, or donate it to her children. No one else needs it. The only thing my babies had got was Tylenol and frozen ice ring. Right? Well, I mean, I used Paregoric when my children were little, but I used it the correct way. Hence why I know so much about it.
Yeah, I never even heard of it.
Guys, Jen I had read it earlier on another one, West Virginia or Virginia one. They had a confirmed case of the baboon itchy
Yeah, I
stuff. The
didn't want to say
baboon
it.
itchy. Yeah, that's why I'm saying the baboon itchy stuff. I don't know if we're allowed to say that or not, so I'm not going to. But there was one confirmed case in Virginia. Now there's 3 cases in Cleveland. Jen, you're going to have to take over for just 5 minutes, okay, while I move my computer.
Okay, I will do my absolute best.
All right.
Sunset, yes, Miss Daisy is a YouTube creator. I can't remember off the top of my head exactly what the name of her channel is. Nana would know. Tammy, yes. But we're not sure if we're allowed to say anything like that on here. Same thing that we can't talk about the name of the pandemic, so stuff like that will demonetize Nana.
Okay, I'm here. I'm outside now. Can you hear me?
Yep, we gotcha.
Okay.
What is, I think Robin's egg got it right. What is the name of Miss Daisy's channel? Is that Crime Crazy Critters?
Crime critters and all things on the farm or something like that.
Okay. I
And I've
couldn't
clicked
remember the name of it
on
off.
something. Something has popped up. So it was saying something about asteroid day. Anybody ever heard of an asteroid day?
No.
I ain't neither. I'm having a heck of a time here trying to read this. Hello, May May. Hello, everybody that I haven't said hello to.
No, I figured you and I had been talking about
Here
that
goes.
one day. And we had been talking about the baboon itchy stuff the one day, so I figured I would let you know that 3 confirmed cases here in Cleveland, Ohio.
Well, they say, from what I've heard, that it's not very majorly important, not something to run and hide from, but then again, it's something new that we ain't never heard of before either.
Right.
So everybody be on your toes about it. Hello, John Davis.
Hi, John.
Brandy,
if you're with him, hi.
Yeah, that's what I was saying, but I didn't get that part out. There's the link, son. If you want to come up. I'm having a heck of a time. I can't hardly see. Maybe if I sit on the ground and turn around.
Yep, I was gonna do it outside too, but I walked out there for 2 seconds and I couldn't handle the heat.
Right.
But I had no issue taking a cigarette and my drink out there this morning when we got home to watch the drama unfold.
Right. I know. I know you didn't have no trouble with that. Yeah, this is a little bit better, guys.
Like I
I've
said, I
seen
thought it was just an accident in front of the house, but you know, when you got marshals and unmarked and SWAT and everything out there.
Robin Payne says, I've seen Doug bully and call people out that he would beat them up several times on his channel. Prayers for him. That's not, I don't think we're talking about the right Doug, honey.
Yeah,
This
we've got,
Doug is from
got
Florida,
Doug
not
Hyde from North,
California.
yeah, and then Doug Hutton from California. Two totally different Dougs.
May, I have to sit outside, honey. My son works he's a concrete finisher, and he works in the hot sun all day. And when he comes in, he likes to sit back and watch TV and just take it easy. And in the motel room, he can't exactly watch TV while I'm talking. And so I'm
Yep.
good.
I didn't get my typical Thursday morning visit from my son, so I'm assuming that he wasn't working in the area today. He might have finished that job already.
You have got to be kidding. Morphine, 6 sobs. Whoa, I missed something big time there.
You and me both.
Okay. John, why are you not coming up? Do you have a headache? Or are you going to use the same excuse I did? Mine wasn't an excuse, though. I want to tell you that. I've had a pain down the back of my neck and in my head for 2 days now. Calm. Calm what? Calm down? Oh, remain calm. I was looking into the paregoric comment. Doug was funny and a very nice person with a big heart of gold. Like I said, I've never watched his channel. I just think it's horrific what happened to him or why anybody could do that to him.
John says he's got a pain in his buttocks area. That's because you're sitting on it too damn much.
No, it's probably because Brandy's kicking it too much.
Well, if she is, he probably deserves it.
Probably. Okay, guys, the chat has slowed down. What's going on? The chitter chatter has slowed down. Did you all start thinking about the baboon itch?
They can't type. They're too busy itching.
Charlie, what are you doing there? I offered him to come up and he didn't want to help us out. What are you dropping his link in chat for? Does that sound familiar, Charlie?
That sounds like payback, Nana.
Yeah, because that's what was said last night. Yeah, that's it. Thank you. The doctor says it's called brandyitis. We figured it was. Have you heard of Stern Squad on YouTube? I had not heard about it until I received that email about Doug today. And they said, allegedly, that might be behind the thing. I just had and it makes me stupid and talkative. 0. We don't mind how much you talk.
Okay, now I'm confused. John Davis says remove my link.
Remove your link. John Davis, you know I'm joking. Stop it. And besides, I can't remove your link. I can't remove anything from this side for some reason. And I don't think Charlie's going to. Listening and packing for a trip to see my family. Well, we hope you have a wonderful trip, sweetheart.
Oh, hold up. I'm coming with you. I don't care where it is. I'm coming.
She did take down that video. That last live, she absolutely did, where she says that they red rum the baby.
Oh, yeah. She dirty deleted that with a quickness.
Right in the middle of me trying to figure out where it was at so I could hear it for myself. I know you do, Charlie. It's fine. John's just giving me a hard time. John and Brandy know I love them to death. I wished he would come up on panel. Maybe I should just invite Brandy to come up. Will she come up? Brandy, would you like to come up?
Kay says that Shay has the video.
I don't know, but I sure would like to have it.
Well, I am writing down the names of the people that might have it.
Mama and Shay so far.
Yep, so far.
She pretty deletes anything she doesn't want questioned further. Thanks. Wish it was to my family in Bristol, but doing a shorter trip this time. Oh, you have family in Bristol? My neighbor got done today for criminal charges. Criminal damage. The housing trust and put up a whirly lie. She destroyed it. Wow.
Hey, John, how long have you been in here? Have you been in here long enough to hear me telling Nana and everybody about what happened with my neighbors today?
Is John even still in here? Surely to goodness he didn't get mad. Krama Mama and Gavel Geeks should have it, they said.
I don't know. John hasn't commented for a few.
He's probably trying to make me think he's mad.
Told you he don't like me.
Do people know who hurt Doug, or is it a mystery? No, they know who it is. The person who hurt him is in jail. But I just don't want to put it out here because it is other YouTubers, and I don't know it for a fact. It doesn't say it in the news report. Bristol, Virginia, and Tennessee, both sides.
Okay, Robin's Egg says, yes, Krama Mama has the whole 11 hours recorded. 11 hours. Oh, my good Lord.
What? 11 hours for what?
She said that Krama Mama has the whole 11 hours recorded. I'm assuming of Jody Sue.
Yeah.
How can she go on there for 11 hours and form one sentence in 11 hours? Hi, Tina. She snuck in here.
Tina who?
You're Tina?
Hi, sister. Where you at? Oh, hello. Oh, you missed a whole bunch. But the main thing is I'm sitting out here and can't see chat hardly at all. You're fine, honey. I cannot believe he got upset.
Yeah, he ditched us.
Well, I just texted him.
Remain Calm says she would have to hit copy, then go back 11 hours later. Charlie says, that's why I said 10 hours and 7 hours of peace and quiet.
I don't think he's upset at you, Sandra, I promise. If he's upset with anybody, it'd be me. John don't normally get upset with his viewers. Nana, did you see the 12-hour missing Kingsport, Tennessee? Oh, 12-year-old missing Kingsport, Tennessee, June 15th. Yes, honey, I did. I think he was not feeling well, Nana. I'm sure he wasn't mad. I know you're his friend. Yes, we're friends. He's probably sitting back laughing his butt off is probably what he's doing because everybody's worried if he's mad or not. I'm sure he's not mad at you, Sandra, honey. I promise. John, if you're still in here listening, please tell this woman you're not mad at her. Has anyone seen Tim the Toolman Taylor? No, why would we see Tim the Toolman Taylor? Oh, he doesn't get mad, he gets even. Oh, Lord. Now I gotta watch out.
Tina, it did get quiet in here. Everybody's trying to figure out why John left us.
Which, like I said, he's probably sitting back laughing his butt off, letting everybody think that he's mad. And he's having fun about it.
Maymay says John gone.
Yeah, John got gone. Sort of like they killed Kenny. John got gone in 2 minutes.
Send out the troops. He got gone.
When I get mad, I get odd.
Now, when I get mad, everybody knows it. Trust me. Nana knows what happens when I get mad.
Yep.
It's not pleasant.
Tina, you can hear it too, right? That when the chat calms down, it gets really quiet for some reason. And it's not like an actual sound that you can hear, but you can still hear it. Do you hear it, Jen?
I don't hear anything except quiet.
When chat is going real good, you can hear it. But when people stop talking so much, you can hear it get quiet. You understand what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying, yeah.
Well, guys, he's not answering me on text either, so. Deafening silence. Yes, it is deafening silence. Sorry about that. Nana, no filter. Charlie K and other mods are here to help find Summer. Ellie can get many tips from our YouTube community. I think Ellie, it would not have any idea what is fully going on without her help. Okay. Thank you, I think. Tina, have you heard about the baboon itch? Has it wandered up to Alaska yet? Yeah, you can change. You can feel the change in the mood. You sure can.
Mhm.
Some Ellie is paid off by cartel in that area. Well, Jen just told us that there's 3 confirmed cases in Cleveland, and I heard earlier today that there was one in Virginia. I don't get that either, May May. I do not understand why nobody has been uh, taken in, arrested, nothing. The devil likes to manipulate, give big egos, make some versions of realities become everyone's realities. JSB is the devil. Well, now, people, we can't be running around calling people Satan. Jaya stuck her foot in her mouth because if it's so, she is guilty for not saying anything earlier. That is absolutely the truth.
Mhm.
Okay, I can't say the word. It's a band back in the 60s. It's not a baboon, and if you have a set of chicken, you itch really bad. So put that band and that case or that set of what itches really bad together. I don't know if we're allowed to say it or not, so I don't want to say it. So I'm saying the baboon itch. There you go. Sunset said it. Sorry, guys, I beat around the bush too much. But hey, at least
Oh,
y'all have fun trying to figure out what I'm talking about. Yes, Tina, that's what it is.
okay.
But I don't know if we can say it or not.
I have to apologize to Marcy because I went to move my screen and I accidentally deleted her comment. It was unintentional. I apologize. Yep, I think it's that one that I just accidentally, that I accidentally
Okay.
deleted.
Ellie should have at least 2 officers committed to watching YouTube because I believe many people have clues and they should follow up on them. I believe they do have at least one person watching them all the time.
Oh, Marcy, please don't be mad at me because now it's telling me that I timed you out for 300 seconds. Honey, it was completely unintentional. I was
John
just slow.
Davis.
I was just slowing my chat down so I could read.
John Davis. You
Smart
can't
ass.
do that. You can't do that. That's not right. They're not a little kid. Can't we say certain terms? No, there's actually terms on here that you're not allowed to say, or you get demonetized, or you can be demonetized for it. John, would you like to come up now, please, sir?
We're not allowed to use the word for the pandemic other than pandemic. So if we can't use that, then the other one is probably not able to be used either.
John, I'm going to drop that link one more time, sir. I would appreciate it if you would grab the thing. Now, after you grab it, I don't care what you do with it. You can fling it out the door or whatever you want to do, but just at least grab it.
I hope Marcy didn't leave us because I accidentally timed her out. I hope she
Huh?
heard me apologize and say it was completely accidental.
Oh, I don't think she did. Hello, everybody coming in that I haven't said hello to. Well, look there, John. You making me out to be a liar. I told people you were going to come on panel. I heard somewhere today that Lawson has knocked back FBI help anymore. I don't know. I haven't heard that, hun. I saw a video that somebody done on it the other day or yesterday. Maybe it was today. I'm not allowed to come up. Why are you not allowed to come up? And why are you blaming it on Brandy?
Do I need to jump down?
Why do you need to jump down?
I don't know. I'm just asking.
No? A creator said Candace looked good, so maybe off the stuff and can be clear minded to remember what others have said is somewhere in the mind of hers. Um, yeah, that's what they told me, that she looked decent. She looked, you know, took care of, kept, hair comb, that kind of stuff. Healthy, no sagging, bagging, dark rings under the eyes, kind of stuff. You can say his name in here, remain calm. Your mom's at work. Huh? You're welcome, bud. Um, where was I at? Oh, yeah, you can say his name in here. If he wants to try to strike my channel, he's got another thing coming. Too bad it was at a stoplight, but didn't see her belly. Oh, look at this. Patriot 1-2 is Brandy. Can John come out and play? Putting on thick, Nana. What do you mean putting it on thick? Grab his dang link. Dang you. I did tell everybody there was somebody going to be coming up. Of course, they know it's going to be you. Look, you got Charlie crying, John. Look at that. Don't you feel bad? You need to feel bad, John. Hour and 32 minutes. John, what did you think about what she said today? You think she said it just because she's mad at him and trying to get him in trouble without realizing? I mean, she's not the brightest bulb in the box or the light socket or whatever you want to call it. Knowing that if she knows something like that, she's going to go to jail too because she didn't report it a year ago. I want your opinion, John. Were you named after John Wayne? I'm leaving tomorrow to go camping for a week. Going to dig for diamonds. Oh, you lucky dog. I would love to do that. We have sinus stuff going on here in the Hoosier State. My poor daughter had a serious sore throat and had to teach a class. Oh, I'm sorry. Hello, Jen. I'm having a hard real. I'm not only blind today, guys, with no glasses on, but the sun is shining directly on the screen, so I'm having a hard time reading it.
Look, lady, I'm going to send you a pair of my glasses.
Well, I don't ever think about glasses. I mean, they're just reading glasses. And I don't ever think about getting any. Normally, I don't ever buy them. I just get them from my sister. She has like 20,000 pairs. Same here in Illinois. The pollen is horrible. Lord,
Yep.
guys, chat really went downhill today.
After the baby blew the fuzzy flower in my face, that was 3 days. I was miserable.
Put them on a chain around my neck. JSB said that Lawson and the Bernards were in cahoots, but she has said so much you just don't know what to believe. That's true. Like I said, I don't think what she said is true. I think she was just running her mouth trying to pay him back for being on that other channel. But if there's a possibility that it's true, then they definitely need to check it out. Tina, did you hear what Jody Sue said? See if Jody Sue Brown is correct. Why aren't they in jail? Well, probably because she just now said it. If it's true, if it's not true, then obviously that's why. Okay. Why are why are we still talking about Jody Sue? Her veracity is questionable because of the two videos that came out last night and today, Tina, and what she said. From what I saw, Jody Sue Brown was either high or psychotic.
Or
You can
both.
just lose a child. Summer never went out the basement door. Fact. Remember, who on camera, doors locked, no one in, no one out. Summer is in the house. Well, honey, I don't know how she could possibly be in the house with as many people that was in and out of that house up there, fixing it and building those walls. And well, Tina, she came out with a video today, in a sense, a live stream, should I say, and has since deleted it. But she said on there that Dawn and Candace red rummed Summer. But then, like I said, it was a 4 hour long live, but then she went in and deleted it. Well, that was my first thoughts too, guys, was under the stairs or in the walls. Jazz will use every excuse she can dream up to explain how everyone misunderstood her, right? But unless someone else steps in and does something about some local LE, ain't nothing gonna be done. She doesn't know that. She is a lawsuit waiting to happen. She might know that, Tina. It might be true. Also said she was busy with JD the night before and didn't see party going on. And also JS said at first that the Wells were not guilty. Why is our government putting limits on what women can do with our bodies? Honey, I agree to an extent with that, but that's a very controversial thing going on in the government, and another one of the YouTube rules. We're not allowed to discuss it. Anything that's really controversial like that, we can't discuss if we want to stay monetized. And if anybody feels like going and reading every rule there is on YouTube, the guidelines, go feel free to go do it. And if I'm incorrect about that, which I'm not, but if I'm incorrect about that, please clip it and show it to me. My son would love for me to do a live show on that. Something is seriously wrong with local LE if they don't drag her in and hold her accountable for her comments today. I agree with that 100%. Because if she said, huh?
I said me too.
If she's sitting there saying that she's known about that for a year and she's just now coming out and saying it, she needs to be put in jail. I think Summer is in the house and Candace has run off. Maybe Summer is haunting her when she was alone at night.
Well, Candace did say on one of her lives the one night that the house was haunted.
Right? Does she? But that could be from Karen herself. Does she look like the kind of person DW and CW would confess to? Was she there and is now an accessory to Red Rum? Well, that would be my guess. That's why she would know about it. Hope Summer is haunting whoever got her gone, right? Patriot 1-2. Sometimes Ellie in a small town know when someone has a type of mental illness. That is no excuse. Maybe cooked up this like DW and CW. Remember? I hope well rested, looking, taking care of Bly, listens to Jody Sue. Well, he said that she looked well rested and clean and sober and all that good stuff. I hope not. That means she is deceased. I want to hope otherwise. Me too.
I think we all hope otherwise as far as that goes.
It's about 2 minutes away from conference. Or taking the blame for someone else, yeah. JSB is a disgusting pathological liar that has used and exploited Summer and she needs to be charged for obstruction of justice at the very least. I can't argue with that, honey. What does Andy have that Jody Sue is panicking over about? He might not even know he knows it. Lana, I can't understand Jody like I can you. Her voice is not understandable. It scares me. I don't know how understandable I am either. Well, I guess John Davis really is mad at me, so well. I'll have to argue with him about it later. Would anyone like to come up? Oh, the sun's finally going behind a cloud. I'm always praying for all of us that truly want it, that truly want justice for our victims. You put injustice, sweetheart.
Typo.
Liars tell the truth sometimes. Well, of course they do. They wouldn't be very good liars if they didn't. In order to be a good liar, you have to tell the truth most of the time so that people will believe you when you tell a lie. Wait a minute, that wouldn't be Jody Sue, though, would it? I didn't believe Jody Sue from the get-go. Why would you go with someone who DVs you to a place and play rock, paper, scissors to see if that poor baby's remains were there? I missed that video, son. I'm so glad I did. Too many variables. If every channel that exploited Summer were demonetized, how many channels would vanish. Tina's a pretty good expert on those numbers. Oh, it was Tina that said that. You tell us,
Yep.
Tina. Amazing, Nana. You're beautiful. Your voice is extra understandable. Oh, please. Thank you, May May. Any credible information pertaining to Summerwells case, please call 1-800-TVI-FIND. Thank you, John. I knew if I was boring enough, you'd come up. I don't know what it is today. For some reason, the chat is just really slow today. I think it might be because I had to come outside. Yes, do you think some would even have a channel? I know some wouldn't even have a channel. I mean, how many of the actual people that are connected to the case have either been superstars on YouTube or have already created their own YouTube channels? I mean, pretty soon we're going to be listening to Andy Bernard's live. Hello, John.
So,
Will you please tell Sandra you're not mad at her?
I'm not mad at you, Sandra.
See, I
Why?
told you, Sandra.
Who said I was mad? Y'all always saying I'm mad. Y'all give me a bad reputation.
We sat in here for 30 minutes begging you to come out and play and to come up on panel.
And I told you Brandy wouldn't let me.
And
I
I
had to
don't.
finish my chores first.
Oh, okay. So you think half channels would drop off if they got demonetized? What about you, John? You think half the channels would drop off if they got demonetized from Summerwells case?
I don't know.
Tina says, yay, it's John.
Thank you, Tina. I don't know. Why? Do you think they would? Would you?
What? Would I drop? No, I wouldn't. Why would I stop doing it?
Would I still be monetized for the other cases or just demonetized for those?
I don't know. What was the comment, Tina? Hang on a second. I'll read the comment to you. It says more than 100 channels popped up just after the anniversary of her missing. Well, yeah, that's true too. Tina keeps an eye on that. Too many variables in every channel that exploited Summer were. If every channel that exploited Summer were demonetized, how many channels would vanish? It was the question.
Well, that don't got shit to do with us, so I don't know. Hopefully, all of them would. Right?
Yeah, true.
I just make videos and report facts and do lives. That's all I can do.
Right. So, did you hear what I said about the Dylan rounds?
Yeah. I made a Dylan rounds video today. 6 people saw it.
I watched it.
You were one of the 6.
Well, I was one of the 6, but at least I was there. Do you agree or disagree with me?
About what?
The fact that his
doesn't matter. Yeah, I agree.
It doesn't matter.
I agree also with you that dude's a slime ball, and I don't know who'd ever hire him after this, because if he gets pissed off at you, he's going to tell every damn detail he's found out about your missing child's case. Right?
Right, I agree.
Shit. And he's going to probably embellish some shit.
Exactly. And then tell everybody that it's coming and going. And Karen, yes, I do try to recognize new people in here, honey. I am so sorry if I didn't.
Yep, I was just responding to that. You got it. So I didn't want to cut John off by saying something, so I was just typing it in chat.
It's just today's an uncharted day because I wound up having to come outside and I'm not sitting comfortable in a chair with my laptop on the table and all that good stuff, so I'm not keeping a real good eye on the chat. Plus the sun was shining and I couldn't see the chat.
John, were you in here when I was telling Nana and everybody about my neighbors today?
No. Some. I think I heard some of it.
You seem like in a bad mood today, John. Are you all right?
No, I'm good.
Okay. Sorry, Jen. I didn't mean to cut you off.
Oh, no, I was just going to tell him because, you know, he said I make it sound like I live in the ghetto over here. And with the neighbors doing what they do and U.S. Marshals and SWAT and everything coming in here today.
Wow, you had SWAT?
Yep. Riot shields, ARs running through the yard.
My Lord.
And she's saying she don't live in the ghetto.
No, I do live in the ghetto.
Tina, we were talking about Dylan Rounds, honey, the 19-year-old from Utah and the person that was hired to work on the case and then is no longer working on the case, spilling everything they knew.
He was fired. Though he was already paid in full, so it worked out really well for him.
Right. Question. You, John, and Jen are the only ones I trust. Has the Bristol remains been determined to be an adult or a child? It has been confirmed it was not Summer. It is an adult. They have not said if it was a male or a female, but they said they were supposed to be doing a press release in the next few days. And that was, 2 days ago or something?
I think that was Monday.
But yeah, I did call and speak with the captain themselves.
My Lord, man. People down the street are going off. I'm going to have to go in the house. Hold on, Nana.
All right. My dad's a... Hey. My dad, a Detroit police officer, used to say, "You're asking for it," meaning beat down. My best friend is Doc in Bristol. I think it's a time to take a Jeep trip to see him. Yes, you do need to go see him and give us the feedback. Was his. Me also will go into very few chats because a lot of them do not make you feel welcome. Well, honey, I try to make people feel everywhere, everybody. And I don't know, Karen said that I wasn't acknowledging new people coming in. I did not mean to do that. I'm an independent thinker, not welcome in a lot of places. Everybody's thoughts, feelings, comments are welcome here as long as it's done with you can't be crude, rude, or disrespectful. You come out and have your say about something and you're respectful about it, you're more than welcome to have your say or your feelings about something. And nobody will bash you for it here. Hopefully someone recorded JS talking about, because I've heard many folks are reporting her. She can't get away.
I've got a copy.
You did get a copy?
Yeah.
John, you want to go ahead and laugh at me for something?
Don't have a copy? Let's hear it.
Well, okay. Remember yesterday when you showed me how to copy, right?
Yep.
And I had asked you a long time ago how to do that. Well, yesterday when you told me to do that, you told me go find one of my videos and copy it. And I'm thinking,
no.
I know. Hang on. Hold up. I'm thinking to myself, because that's what I did, was found one of my own videos and copied it, right? And I'm thinking,
Right.
why is he showing me how to copy my own videos? Because I keep copies of every video I put out anyways. And it wasn't until today, right after she deleted the darn live, that I'm thinking, dang, should have drank a V8. Um, that's why John was showing me how to do that. Because
I
now
was
I don't have a copy of it.
I was teaching you how to copy everybody's videos.
I
Anybody.
know. I know that now. I remembered that now. Right
Wow.
after she deleted it.
I guess
I
I should
told
have talked slower, Nana. I'm sorry.
Well, no, you should have told me go find somebody's video that you want to keep copied instead of go find a video. I guess. I don't know. But I was telling Jen from now on, I said, Jen, please remind me when something important happens. Remind me that I know how to go and do this now.
Oh, well, there's
Anyway,
still copies out there,
where? I can't find one.
unless
That's
they've
what
disappeared in the last hour or two.
I
I
would love
told
to
you I
listen
wrote
to
them
it.
down.
Right.
As a matter of fact, let me grab the other phone and go in there now.
Hang
I'm
on. Did
trying
y'all
to
see
look.
what? Do you see what Remain Calm put? My neighbor's arguing so loud she will scream, just talk to me. And I want to holler out the window and say, geez, just talk to her. I don't blame you, Mary. I would too. John, you're not in a laughy, cutty up mood today. What's going on with you?
I'm wore out, man. I'm telling you, I'm stressed. I've been editing for hours.
Well,
I hate it.
anybody that might have a copy of that, if somebody could either direct me to
I
where you're at. What?
I am sending it to you right now from the baby's phone.
You got a copy of it?
I'm just sharing it from Krama Mama's.
Oh, okay.
I don't actually have a copy of it.
I think the one I seen was oh shit, I can't remember now. Crime Stories Obsessed, maybe.
Yeah, but that was the one from last night, John. That's not the one where she said that they red rummed the baby. That's just the one that said that Andy and Candace were giving stuff to the kids so that they could be diddled, da 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 da.
Yeah, that's the one I made my video about.
Right. Well, the one that she came out with today said that Dawn and Candace actually red rummed the baby.
Yeah, she wants attention. She's getting it.
Right. And then before I could go and hear what was actually said myself, she deleted it. So
See, but I can't remember the word she used on the one I did the video about, but she uses a word that I think she's learned kind of keeps her in the clear when she makes those statements. Oh
that's
God, I can't remember. If I played it over, I could tell you. Uh, I don't know, but I think she's full of shit. I don't
well,
believe it.
I think she's just mad at Andy too. I believe that's what all it was.
Yes,
It's
that's
just trying to
believable.
sink him.
Yes, just like she said, he was in it with Ronnie a while back. Now she's saying this. I tell you, I don't know how the man can't sue her for slander or something.
Who, Andy?
Yes.
Well, I'm sure he probably could. But she probably knows so much on him. You know, she's been with him for all them years. Come on.
Yeah, but
She,
I mean, the stuff she's saying, though,
it's pretty much out there. Yeah, I agree.
I mean, she's done said, I mean, I don't know what worse she could say about him now after what the last two. Well, how much worse could she say?
Yeah, she could. There's not. There's not. I
She
mean,
called him
well,
a pedo and a child killer. Where do you go from there to one up it?
Well, I mean, she even said that he was the last person to see the baby in the tub, the black tub. And that was months ago.
Yeah, she said a lot. If half of it was true, somebody'd be in jail.
It will not surprise me if defamation and slander charges are passed out to multiple people when this is over. I'm hoping and praying it ain't me. I try not to slander people. She's
Well,
gonna regret.
saying what somebody said and making the actual statement yourself are
Yeah,
far and apart.
right. Um, Somebody's gonna regret asking for attention if the wrong people go after her, and it's a strong possibility with how deep that is. That I think this runs in Tennessee and beyond. I hope she has good protection. I don't know about that. Nobody puts out this information and can take it back. It will be investigated. Surely it has to be. Well, I tell you what, I think she ought to go to jail, whether it's true or whether it's not. She ought to go to jail for saying it.
Well, like me and Brandy was talking about how she's saying she had such knowledge of it. She doesn't realize that makes her a part of it in my book. Because if she knew that a year ago and didn't spill that, then how many other people got abused because of that?
Right. Exactly. Well, that's what I was saying. If she knew about it a year ago and she didn't turn it in, then she's just as guilty. She's accessory after the fact.
The way I see it, right?
Right. Exactly. 100%.
But she's already told people she's witnessed animals tortured. Now she's saying all this, and there's still people that follow her blindly and say, "All right, man, this is somebody I want to get behind." Somebody that watches all this just disgusting, horrible shit happen and not report it. That's the person I want to support.
Right. Well, there's Corey. She said she hinted around, before that Jody Sue hinted around about it. But this time she actually came out and said it, that they did it. So she ought to be either charged for knowing about it and not turning it in, or for trying to put something like that out there if it's not true. I don't know, for some reason tonight's chat, just the momentum in this chat room is just so slow.
I
Something's
think
got to
I'm
give.
messing it up, man. I'm gonna drop off. I'm
You
tired.
don't have to drop off, but if you're tired, sweetheart, that's fine. We just wanted to make sure that you were all right, not agitated with nobody.
Oh, not none of y'all, no.
Well,
I'll
try. Go ahead.
I'll holler at you in the morning. We'll be on in the morning.
Okay, honey. Try to get you some rest.
I'll talk to you later.
All right,
Thanks
bye,
for
sweetie.
having me. Bye.
You're welcome, darling. Bye. Okay, I haven't even seen Sandra in here in a while, but see, Sandra, I told you. Everyone's talking. I smell Fruit Loops, guys, for some reason. Watched about how using scent blocker can stop dogs from picking up scent. Oh wow, that was in there too. You just typing slow, remain calm. She is either an accomplice or a liar or worse items, and she deserves to be treated as a criminal. I agree. Okay, guys, I hate to cut it short, but I think I'm going to cut this one at 2 hours because I'm sitting out here on the concrete and trying to see this screen and having a heck of a time trying to do it.
I
I
don't
am
blame you.
so sorry that it wasn't a livelier chat tonight than what it was. If that's even a word. If it is true here in Missouri, when they put a child in foster care, they check within 24 hours for drugs. They do. Who was it? Somebody told me that it is a fact that once children get put into foster care here in Tennessee, that within the week they are taken for a physical exam, a mental exam, and for any, I mean, they are checked for everything and anything. So if there was anything to be discovered from the boys, it was done in the first week. So I mean, other than them, telling what they might know, and that might take a little while, but as far as physical exam and all that stuff, that happened within the first week, guys.
Yeah, I'm sure those boys needed time to decompress and adjust and everything.
Yes. Thank you guys for coming. Like I said, hopefully next time it'll be a little bit better chat, more rambunctious and more interesting. I appreciate y'all coming. I love you each and every one. Thank you, Miss Jen, and thank you to my mods. And we'll see you guys on a video tomorrow, okay? Don't forget to say your prayers. Pray for Summer, pray for the case, pray for the boys. Tell your family, all of them, that you love them.
And make sure you walk your goldfish.
Yes, walk the goldfish. And I'll see you guys tomorrow, okay? Have a good night, guys.
Night, everyone.